All right, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the 19-time champion, the Spider-Man, Larry McBride. I'm not going to give you your usual bombastic announcement here because I know it was a tough way to start the season, but you guys qualified #1. Unfortunately, first round, had a little problem. Tell me what happened.
Well, you know, overall, we had a pretty good weekend. You know, we just screwed up. We went up there and smoked the tire first round, which is frustrating. You know, we should be better than that. We smoked the tire, you know, last November, you know, friggin' 3 times, 4 times in a row, and we came back here this weekend, and damn if we didn't do it again, you know, and you know, when it counts. So we just got to go back home, regroup a little bit. We're pretty sure we know what's going on. We just got to figure out a way to stop it. We've come up with some pretty cool innovation. It should be something really new, and fortunately, it's great for, you know, Van Tine and them, I guess, to win the race. You know, of course, you know, as you know, we had to loan them a motor. They couldn't even have made the first round. That
was very gracious of you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so
that was
we
great.
We loaned them an engine to get going, and they did an excellent job. You know, I can't say enough about them. They're great people. They're one of my customers. I do a lot of work for them. So you know, I'm happy for them, and sad for myself, or mad at myself, or however you want to say it. But it's just one of them things that happen. Yeah. And it's just called drag racing.
Well, you've told me for years now, Nitro's not your friend, and you never know what's going to happen. I mean, this speaks to how tough Top Fuel is. You're the quickest in the world, but sometimes just getting down the track is a challenge.
Well,
isn't it?
You know, and you know, when you find new horsepower like we have, I mean, we've got a ton of new horsepower, and as you can see, it showed up in, you know, in Dave with our motor, and they're pretty fast. So it's, you know, it's some new stuff that we've been trying, and it works. So it's now we just got to figure out how to get it all to the ground and do it on a regular basis. You know, we went out last night, and, you know, went 580 at 250. So it's you know, we were pretty happy with that. And to be honest with you, we really thought we was onto something, and we came back first round this morning, and we wasn't quite as smart as we thought we were. So we'll go back home, regroup. We're going to try to go do some testing and see if we can't get this deal under, you know, get it handled, because my stuff has always been extremely consistent.
Sure.
And right now we're just not, we're not a consistent motorcycle. So, and the way you win races is consistency. So,
sure.
You know, if you can go out and run 580 every time, then that's what you want to do. If you can go out and run 570 every time, you know, that's what you want to do. But at the same time, you got to race the racetrack. And the funny part, that what happened to us first round, we changed absolutely nothing for first round from the last round, from the 580 pass. So other than servicing the motorcycle out, we didn't try to hop it up. We didn't try to really make any, you know, any kind of huge changes. So the racetrack was there. It wasn't the racetrack's fault. You know, we had to put a new tire on it, and the only thing that we can really figure is, you know, these tires come with a mold release on them. So we've not had that in the past, that problem in the past, but we hadn't had that kind of the kind of horsepower we were having, you know, that we found back in 2017. We found more power in 2017, and you know, we've steady increased that. And probably what we should have done was put a little bit of air in the tire, maybe took a little bit of weight off the clutch just to be safe for first round. Unfortunately, we didn't do that. So
I understand that.
So we got put on the trailer.
Well, it was so tight between you and Van Tine last year. If you can take solace in anything, I know you want this 20th championship, but it's early enough in the season. Right now, you still control your own destiny. If you guys can get to the winner's circle, you're going to have a chance at that 20th championship.
Oh, absolutely. And then sometimes you can, you know, they get a little spring in their step, it can hurt them too. So you just kind of you kind of deal with it. But I'm a type of person is, I mean, to help them. And Dave's a dear friend of mine, you know, and all the crew know them all very well, and so. We'll see. I mean, maybe, you know, is it time for me to let the leash off? Or do I keep going?
I know you well, and I'm telling you, you got to lay off now until July. I think you guys are going to be guns blazing in July. But very busy at your shop. You've been building 3 brand new motorcycles. You had a Top Fuel Harley that you revamped that we covered. A lot of people were talking about that. Do you feel like maybe there's been so much pressure on you with these new builds and everything that maybe it's caused you to get a little bit away from your own program?
You know, I don't think so. You know, because I really don't. I don't think that's happened. It's just one of these things in drag racing. I mean, you're dealing with a ton of power, and you have your ups and downs. I mean, last year, you know, we had an okay year last year. I mean, we won the championship, but we still only had okay. We still run good at a lot of races, but we were still kind of hitting and missing. You know, we wasn't that super consistent that we should be.
Sure.
You know, and that's one thing. Dave and his crew, I mean, they're always there. You mess up, they're there. Anyway, when we qualified good, you know, because maybe I should have stayed number 2 qualifier, and then that would give me a bye, you know, first round.
That was bad luck for you. You laughed and said it last night that how's the number 1 qualifier the only one that doesn't get a bye first round? That's the way it shakes out sometimes.
Oh yeah,
because of breakage, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Hand was ready for you. We got to give him credit. He made it down the track.
Oh yeah. I mean, he won 6'11". You know, I did everything once I smoked the tire. Once I got it all gathered back up, you know, I did everything I do to try to run him down. But unfortunately, it didn't play in my favor. And of course, Dave. And then you go back to Valentine again. He made some unbelievable, beautiful run. Of course, Dave's an excellent rider.
He sure did.
And Dave used to work on my crew years ago, so I mean, yeah, he knows how we operate.
He was telling me a good story too, that he said the motor that you gave him was number 102. Yep. Elmer Trett's old number.
Yeah.
And Dave today, we're still digesting the numbers, 574 all-time best. And I don't know if you know the leap he took. He went from 246 all-time best to a 254. That's 8-mile-an-hour leap. Dave said he can't even believe how fast it felt down there. He's starting to feel what you feel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's probably because he had Elmer riding with him.
Isn't that something? So, you know, we always talk about his impact on the sport, but I swear there's all these things that remind us of Elmer. Yeah. It's like he's smiling down from above saying, what's up, guys?
He was always the big speed guy, man. And, you know, he went out there, and it's really weird that I picked that motor there to belong to him, too. It's really, and it wasn't that I went over, okay, I'm going to, you know, give him this motor because it's bad, or, you know, or whatever the deal, because I have no bad motors. They wouldn't be in the truck. So basically I opened the cabinet up and I just grabbed the first one that was there.
That, man?
And it was, you know, it was 102, and then I didn't even think about it at the time, and then I'm going, shoot, that was Elmer's number, 102, you know.
That's great.
So
I'll tell you though, Larry, it's going to make it for an exciting season. And if you do win that 20th championship this year, what a script. It'll be like a movie script. You're the underdog now. All of a sudden, the fastest guy out there is the underdog. And yeah. I know you got a lot of great sponsors, Trimtex, Pingle, Drag, John and Julie Wilson on Kibble, White Webcam, all of them. They're all pulling for you. They were all watching this weekend, and they're all really excited for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to come back. I mean, I ain't going to give it to them, that's for sure. So, you know, we're going to give 110%. We're going to come back. We're going to go to Ohio, and I'm bringing my A game, so I'm sure they will. I got a lot of his motors to fix because he tore up 3.
It's going to be busy at Cycle Specialist.
I'm going to be busy, yeah. So, so I got, you know, I was really easy on engines this weekend, so I'm in pretty good shape. But if you count his 3, then plus the one he run of mine, that's 4, and then plus one I got, that's 5. So you're talking about doing 5, 6 motors, and actually I took one out the other night, so I got 6 motors. So you're talking about doing 6 engines.
And putting the finishing touches on Jimmy Brantley, I imagine too. That bike's almost done.
Yeah, so it's going to be it's definitely going to be tough.
Well, good. You got till July, so you can take a little breath, regroup, and get back out. You have to let us know when you're doing some testing.
What is the race? July what?
I want to say mid-July.
That's good. We need extra weeks.
Very good, Larry. Well, hey, congratulations, successful debut. You guys will be back. Anything you'd like to add?
No, just thank everybody for watching and following CycleDrag. And we appreciate everything you do, Jack. You're one hell of a person to do what you've done for motorcycle drag racing, and we're just glad to have you. And I don't know about Natalie and Chris. Them, I know they was giving you a little bit of a hard time this weekend, but that's what you got. That's what you get when you get in the McBride family. It's not always a good thing. Some of these shirts you see on Facebook says it's a McBride thing. It really is. I'll
tell you right now, that's a good family to be a part of, man. That's some good Southern folk right there. I love it. And I had my first ever raspberry smoothie this weekend because of you. 22 pounds light, by the way. Keep it up in the gym. 22 pounds. Maybe that's why you smoked tires. Steve wasn't used to all that lack of weight back there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. I'll tell you right now. It's feel better than I ever have. I mean, feel better than I have in a long, long time. You've got a lot of energy. Although I'm a little tired this morning. Now all of a sudden, you go on these diets and you're working out. And now I'm up at 4:30, so I can't figure it out. But it's all good. Sitting down here by myself at 4:30 in the morning drinking coffee. So all good. I'm
good
happy.
Stuff, man. Well, that's why I said you're 61 now. Paul Gast won today, and he's going to be
right?
He's going to be 70 next month. How about
70 next month.
So you got at least 9 more years to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with Paul, and won the race though.
Yes.
And running, 8th mile, 4.0s all weekend.
All weekend, cutting lights, sharp.
We was a little down on bikes this weekend, but the bikes that were here was bad to the bone. Then you had Chris Conley that won.
That was great to see. Pro Street.
I think he won with a 79. I mean, he run a 78 the round before, 79 that round. I mean, oh my God, we had some great racing. I mean, just unbelievable racing.
We sure did, man. Well, good luck to you. Get back and regroup. You guys will be back for championship number 20.
Thank you, Jack.